And we are live with our post-match breakdown. Everton 2, Manchester United 2. Full-time at the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Atlanta. Manchester United end the summer series as champions. Lift the trophy. We're going to add actual trophy for the summer series. Big game for Bruno Fernandes. I think we saw a lot of good things from Ruben Amorim and this team. A little frustrating defensively against Everton specifically. How are we feeling?
Not the trophy we wanted, but it's the trophy we're going to get at the end of the day. It was, not as encouraging as the Bournemouth win earlier in the week. But that being said, it's practice, and practice makes perfect. And it was just another opportunity to get our fitness up. I thought fitness came out of the gates looking pretty hot. I thought the first 15, 20 minutes, United were pressing well. But I feel like the legs gave out, and we lost the level once Mbeumo came off at halftime. Though what a player he is. I thought Dogu in the second half was really effective. And United, honestly, we're just a little sloppy. Sloppy on the ball, sloppy defensively. Ugarte had a really poor game, gave the ball away a bunch of times, and then his head went away. You could just tell there was no catching that one. So it was a frustrating affair in the middle of the park, and that's what screams out. I think is like the spots that we're starving for before this game, at the beginning of the preseason window, we're still starving for. We need a number 9, we need a number 6, and we need a new goalkeeper. And those are the positions that, especially... Even I thought it was just number 9, striker and goalkeeper we needed, sir. But number 6, like Ugarte, that level today was not what we need. But, we're hoping he can come around. Dogu looked great. Maybe in his second season, Ugarte will find his feet. But you want to have someone that can offer him competition other than a Casemiro. Koyer's going on loan, it seems. So you need to probably bring somebody in.
No, I mean, like you said, there's green shoots everywhere for Manchester United in this preseason. We played well. No big injuries, no major injuries so far. Maz got a knock. There's been a few little issues, but nothing material that the manager has talked about. We get fitness. I feel like Amorim's been really aggressive, playing strong 11s, giving them tons of minutes. We're getting prepared for Arsenal. And we won the summer series. Two wins, 1 draw. It does come at sort of a bad time. It was probably our worst performance as our last game. It's not about the results for preseason, but we're going to shine up the results because the lads are going to lift a trophy here. But you want to see us sort of building into it. And I felt like Amorim got stronger and played players longer, and we almost got a little leggy and worse. You have to comment that we did play midweek in Chicago. You're traveling as well. So maybe United felt a little bit of fatigue. But the Mbeumo debut, what a player. I think he's going to be the main man for Manchester United. He was the difference maker, was involved in a lot of dangerous plays for United. When we got scored on, you could see he really wanted to get one right before half. He has that mentality. So a lot of great things for United, but some struggles. United Amorim looks frustrated right now. Look at him. He's walking around. We're watching the post-match. He's furious. He wants to get his players in the locker room to give them the lashes, and they're going to lift a trophy here.
That's what he's pissed about.
Yeah.
He's pissed about because they're going to do a post-match training session, especially for the players who didn't feature as much. Probably for all, and he's fucking furious that he's got to wait. And they probably want to fly back to Manchester tonight when he's done with this shit as well. So look at him. He's furious because there were encouraging signs, but the issues that have persisted in this team since Ruben Amorim has been the manager continue to persist. Midfield, it was a mess. We gave up sloppy goals, some ugly fucking goals that I can't believe you give up. At the same time, we didn't create enough up front, but it is just practice. We did play midweek, like you said. It's fucking hot. The boys are not really used to this level of humidity. So at the same time, hey, it's a run out. I think it's kind of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, because if we finish on the Bournemouth game, everyone will be proper fired up for the last preseason game against Fiorentina in the season. But at the end of the day, it is still practice. We did play a game 3 days ago, and it seems like they're not getting off days. He is running these boys into the ground. And I think he's about to run them again. It looks like
they do not look. The players do not look happy. Amorim's
he knows he's going to get fucking shoot out.
CEO of the Premier League, he's shaking his hand.
There you go.
He's making them. He's like, you got to go in front of this banner. You got to touch this trophy. They do not want to do it. But it's look, Amorim, he's making it known he's the guy. And credit to him. I feel like he deserves a lot of credit now that, lost the Europa League final, and now the team's digging deep, and he seems to have that spark back at Manchester United, which is what you want to see. But if you're joining us on the stream, please like and subscribe to the channel. Also, jump in the chat. What'd you make of the match? Who is your man of the match? Who's your dog of the match? Alex, your dog of the match went to Mbeumo. I said Bruno Fernandes. He did slot the penalty home. Bruno carrying the Summer Series trophy. live, I'd rate the trophy pretty highly, sir. It's not a bad trophy. Nobody wants to lift it, apparently. Like
they don't want to touch it. They walked by it. And nobody. The trophy we wanted to lift was 6 weeks ago, and I think they're still getting over that. I certainly am.
But we're a big preseason trophy team.
We're crushing it. We won a lot more preseason trophies than we won actual trophies.
That's not where you want to be. That's not where you want to look. They didn't. Bruno's not even lifting it. They're just taking a picture with it. I like
that.
No one's smiling except for like a Tom Heaton smiling. Tom Heaton.
Bumo's smiling, bro.
Good for him. Hey, it's better than losing it. Bruno's definitely a little edgy, trying to keep it, just
let's go work out.
This is awkward.
It's weird, bro.
This is
very
they're
awkward. Not pumped. We lost a fucking trophy 2 months ago that they wanted to win. This one's like cursed. They're like, who wants to hold it? He's like, hold it. He
gives it to Cunha.
He's like, you fucking hold it. I'm good, bro. You hold it. He's like, I don't want to hold this fucking thing.
Bumo's like, I'll take it.
I think Bumo's the nicest guy in the world.
Oh yeah, I like him, Bumo. So you know what? Let's jump into the stat sheet here. Final stats for Everton 2, Manchester United 2. Shots on target, Manchester United 6 to Everton's 2. Total shots 13-8. 61% of the ball for Manchester United. Look, it was good on the stat sheet. Probably deserved to win, short of some sloppy defending. Bruno got the penalty that Ahmad drew in the 19th minute. Mount with a great curler. And it was really sort of the defensive, shenanigans from Manchester United that reared their head a little bit here. And we had a strong back line. Shaw, Euro, De Ligt, we got caught out. We had trouble dealing with some just balls over the top. Everton's size, maybe the physicality. We had a smaller side out there, but I felt like we struggled defensively today. And that is something we have done and been a little sloppy. So United need to clean it up. It's practice. We got Florentina at the weekend, so we should be seeing Amram get a lot out of the lads before that match.
Yeah, we'll be back. That's the last match before season kicks off 2 weeks from today against Arsenal. And I think, like you said, having a week off, getting all of his best players together. And that's when you're going to see very much the dress rehearsal for the Arsenal opener. And then you put all the pieces together. So it'll be interesting to see who starts in midfield. Bruno doing more interviews. These guys get interviewed a lot, don't they? And who starts number 9? And any additions made in the next 2 weeks. We know, obviously, we're going after Šeško. Does that happen in the next 2 weeks? We know United likes to drag out a saga. We still got other work to do elsewhere. Bomb squad has not been defused. The bomb is still there. We've only foisted one player thus far, and it wasn't even a sale. So we've got work to do, but, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged, but I'm worried the storm is coming, sir. We got a big test coming right around the corner 2 weeks from now, and, Arsenal will be ready for it. They're not going to be hitting top gear. I think it's a benefit to United that everyone's going to have to get up to speed at the beginning of the season so we can actually maybe take advantage of that. But Arsenal are going to be better than Everton.
No, absolutely. And what we saw from the manager today was a different attack. We had Bruno sort of on the left. Really haven't seen that often. We've seen him play on the right wing and feature. We had Mbeumo playing more that floating striker role. Cunha on the right. I would say out of possession, it looked like Mbeumo was playing a 9. In possession, it was almost like a front 2 with Cunha and Mbeumo playing off of each other. I feel like Mbeumo by far is probably the most dangerous attacking player that we have. I think Bruno needs to be a little deeper. He can get lost playing in that wing role. He's kind of wants to play 10, drifts inside. Things can get gunked up, and I feel like that encroaches on Cunha. We didn't see the best. Cunha kind of went missing today. We didn't see a lot of sparks from him. And how are you going to fit them all together? What's the best combination for me? And so I hate to say Bruno's should be in the 2, but I think that's ultimately where he needs to be. He needs to keep things ticking and humming and give Cunha the space to run in the middle where that 10 plays, and Mbeumo can sort of press him behind, and you get Ahmad and the wing backs up high. I just feel like having them all in attack there can get gunked up a little bit if it's not on the counter. On the counter, it looked dynamic, but when we had the ball against the low block of Everton, we struggle. On
the counter, we looked in some places the best we've looked this preseason, especially with Mbeumo and Cunha, and even Bruno linking up with Ahmad coming in from that right wing and just offering such pace and such a dangerous player. It's going to be interesting because Ruben Amorim's got a lot of options in certain areas and doesn't have options elsewhere. So how does he pick together, what does the front 3 look like? Do I drop Højlund and do something like he did today? What do I do in the middle of the park? I think Bruno can play anywhere, and I have no problem with him playing deeper, especially because he can kind of bail out Ugarte just with his work rate. But Kobe Mainoo has also looked decent at times with Ugarte next to him. So there's going to be choices to make.
Ooh, Ugarte struggled today, sir.
He definitely did. He definitely did. But he was decent in the first preseason game that he featured in next to Kobe Mainu. That midfield did not come off today. It did come off when they played last time. He does not look like a player that's earned his position for the first game of the season. So that's where I don't know what he's going to go with. Is he going to go with Casemiro? Is he going to run back Ugarte? Is he going to give Ugarte another chance to win his spot back against Fiorentina? Either way, sir. Either way.
Got to shout out our boy Phil, guest of the pod here. Interesting take. Said that final game in the summer series looked a lot like so many games last season. Missed chances, 2 individual errors leading to goals. United have improved this preseason from anything we saw last season, and Bumo was really encouraging. All in all, positive preseason tour. Yeah, exactly. I think great summary from Phil, basically saying, hey, clean up the slop at the back. We looked dynamite in attack. You add Cunha, you add Mbumo. You're starting to see it tick. It needs time, the chemistry, but we got to clean up the sloppiness. And we struggle with that back three. You know, that back three, we're always caught out. A lot of last-ditch challenges in the other games. It's a positive sign, but Premier League teams at the level will punish you for these mistakes. And we have been punished over and over again for these mistakes. And you can't, we got to be clawing up that leaderboard. Defense wins championships. You're looking at the goals that we concede, really. And when we really have to clean it up, we have great center backs. We have the talent. It's that team and the system together. So
who can do the job? Who can do the job at number 6? Who can unlock that midfield? Because right now it's a question mark. How does Ruben Amorim make it all fit together? He's got so many options now at center back. It's wild. Who does he start? Who gets the bench? I think the players that played midweek, at least in that back three, looked a little bit more convincing. Even when Maguire came on in the second half, he was a bit more convincing than De Ligt was. So it'll be interesting. Big games ahead. Premier League, I mean, the front office seems to be favoring the number 9 search at the moment. We definitely need it. It's definitely probably the priority of the 3 positions, given you can't run back Højlund as number 1 again. But let's see what happens, because if you deal him in the deal to get Šeško, you're going to need another player, because then all of a sudden you're repeating the Højlund thing, which is like young striker coming from another league, and then he's the only guy. That is a recipe for disaster once again, and you don't want to doom 2 strikers on high fees back to back. So a lot of interesting things will play out in the next 3 weeks plus, sir. And like you said, he's not going to have his full squad by the beginning of the season. There's still be pieces coming together by September 1st. We're going to need to give this team time. This team needs to earn time by not fucking like crashing the plane in those opening games. We have to survive the storm that is coming. If we do that, this team will get better and better. The attack will get more fluid. They'll know how to play together. He'll cement his starting 11. The back three will kind of come together. Martinez is coming back. It's like he's got too many fucking options there, even though we play a back three. So a lot of question marks on the manager in terms of how he fits all the pieces together.
yeah, if you look at last season, it was 44 goals scored, 54 conceded. And if you're looking at top 4 as a measure, you know, Chelsea 64, they had 20 more goals. Newcastle 68, 24 more goals, and they're in, 43, 44, 47.
Brighton 66 goals.
But if you look at sort of where we were from a defensive perspective, you only need to get 10 goals to the good. That's not impossible with what we have. If you look at the and especially playing in the system that Amorim is putting out there, I think with what we have, we can get 10 more goals to the good. Maybe the keeper kind of could help you a little more there. Or maybe like I'm not going to go into Onana thing right now, but I just feel like where we were dying was the goals. Yeah. Wolves scored 54. We scored 44. The issue is the goals in United. We got to get 20 goals. Does Cunha and Mbumo give you 20? You need a striker. Like, that's what will make the difference for this team. That's why we're talking about Šeško.
Even more than a 6.
We need goal. Like, if you score 64 and 54, that gets you the top 10. You know, you're not fighting relegation. But you really want to try to clean up the defensive errors that we saw today. They reared their head. We have a good record in the summer series against EPL teams that we struggled against last season. We were giving away doubles for free. And it's like, can we get the goals? And Mbumo can get you at mid-teens. Cunha can get you high single digits. You know, and I just really feel like, is there 20 goals in those guys? Maybe. If you get a Šeško, yes, you bought 20 goals. You spend $200 million, you're going to get 20 goals. That is what's going to propel us up the table, that and clean up the defensive mistakes. So United, lots of work to do in the summer. Like you said, a 6 could help you with those goals. A goalie could help you with those goals. But let's be honest, need the striker. Have to get it done. Got to get done before Arsenal.
Got to get it done before Arsenal. That's the priority. 2 weeks to go. They're prioritizing the right position because, like you said, the biggest problem, United had a load of problems last season, but by far the biggest problem was our ability. Load of problems. Like, how much time you got, brother? Number one problem was we could not fucking score for the life of us, whether it was in the Premier League or even the Europa League, the cursed Europa League final. And if you even watch the last stretch, other than the Newcastle blowout, the games were tight, but we just could not fucking score. So the fact that they prioritized Mbeumo and Cunha as proving goal scorers in the EPL, because we know Premier League is unique. Look at that handball from Jimmy.
By the way, we're talking summer series. We did not get the handball from Jimmy Gardner in the Everton. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate everybody. Get any questions you have in the chat. Let us know what's top of mind. Finish the summer series champs.
Come on, Mount.
Sesko, here we go.
Let's get him.
I feel like this news is going to be dropping early next week. Hoping for a big Sesko, here we go type of deal. I like to keep both Sesko and Højlund.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
What do you think, sir?
No, I'd love to see both of them because I think two young guns. I know Højlund's career has not gone the way he's wanted. Sesko is one of the hot prospects in the world. I think those would ideally, I would see Ollie Watkins and then Højlund would play off him, learn from him. But I think the effect of two young players with some more seasoned vets, quite vets, but like Mbeumo and Cunha are in the prime of their career. Those two competing for the number one spot would only bring out the best of them. Also, like, you need a target man. I know Sesko last season, he dropped deeper, but I think if they could play, drop him a little deeper into the box, he's good in the air with the amount of crosses Mbeumo makes and the chances that Cunha, Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes will create. We will get those goals, but you do need that number 9 because you can't run back Højlund again. But if you bring in someone in front of him who's legit, I think you do a lot better because, any player thrives on the bench, at least at some point in their career. They need to be benched. And the fact that we couldn't do that last season certainly didn't help him.
No, not at all. Bruno, lots of good quotes here post-match, talking about we didn't want to finish this way. Our performance wasn't the best, and we were a bit lazy today. We want to avoid that because with laziness, you can pay at any moment. I think that's a fair assessment. That's a very fair assessment. It's been positive to be together to create a bond between players. It's been important for developing how we want to play, getting the new players involved too. So look, Bruno, great interview, great captain interview. I think we're going to conclude the post-match breakdown. Everybody, new podcast. It's going to drop tonight. Going to drop Monday morning. Get on the podcast apps. Also going to be on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the American Red Devils channel. Also, check out our new newsletter, americaredevils.com/newsletter. Please sign up. You get all of our socials in the description below. Appreciate everyone supporting the pod. Next live stream, we can't do every game. Got a lot going on. Next live stream will be Arsenal. Big one. Nervous for the Arsenal match. We got to get AC installed in the bunker before Arsenal because I can't be sweating watching Arsenal. This could be nervy. That's a different thing. Watch it preseason. Have a laugh. It's fun. Lock it in. Arsenal at home. Opener. Huge game. Huge.
It's going to be a massive match for Manchester United, for the American Red Devils. We want to have you with us 8:30 on August 17th. We'll be with you with the post game as well. We're excited. Like you said, sir, there's going to be reason enough to sweat against the Gunners. They're going to come in. This fucker, this guy, he's going to want to score.
Don't want to see that at Old Trafford.
Do not want to see that. I want to see that in a commercial or somewhere else playing against City.
I want to see like Højlund or
Højlund.
Sesko doing some other
Sesko
celebration,
doing the beard.
like something. We got a lot going on up there. D, appreciate you for celebrating, supporting the American Red Devils.